Look, do not wait for an apology to forgive a person. When people offend you, it is one thing for them to realize that they have done something wrong. It is another thing for them to be apologetic. In either of the situation, remember that the key factor is for you to be at peace. So waiting for people to say they are sorry simply means you are saying to this person that you owe me my peace. You are literally giving them the right to determine when and how much peace you experience in your life. And also, don't forget you are hurting yourself even more. If you truly want to live beyond people determining your peace, then start to let it go. Start to let it go without them having to say that I am sorry. I know I did something wrong to you. Let's sit for coffee, or can we even talk about it? Do not wait for any of those moments to happen. I'm not saying you should walk away with grudges just because you did not get any of those moments, but rather I'm saying let it go. Forgive them and do not hurt yourself any further. Do not ever think not forgiving people who hurt you would make them feel any bad that you did not forgive them. Because there are people who just move on with their life. They don't even care if you heal or not. They don't care if you forgive them. And in reality, sometimes they have no regrets for their wrong deeds to you. You could choose to walk up to this person. Look, tell them you hurt me. You are not sorry about it, but I forgive you. And I know it's all in the past. In some scenarios, you leave them hurting about their actions, of never being remorseful and leaving them with the guilt of how much wrong they have done. For me as a Christian, I'm going to leave you with these tips that would help you to forgive a person who hurts you. When you're in a position to forgive a person, remember forgiving them does not always demand reconciliation. There is a difference between forgiveness and reconciliation. You are not about to start a relationship that does not exist anymore. You can reconcile with them after forgiving them, but do not force yourself to go through the process of reconciliation just because you think that is complete forgiveness. When you forgive a person, you are just about to act right to yourself and in the sight of God. Consider your faith. Consider your relationship with God, whom you truly should portray. What is expected of you as a Christian? Because ordinarily, if we do not have the grace of God in us to let go of hurtful situations, we would act just as any normal human who does not walk in faith but acts only in fairness. As Christians, we are called to treat people better than fair, which is better than they deserve. Just as our Father in heaven does to us, we are an image of God, expected to reflect God's character. 1 John chapter 2 verse 4 to 6. If someone claims I know God but does not obey God's commandments, that person is a liar and is not living in the truth. But those who obey God's word truly show how completely they love Him. That is how we know we are living in Him. Those who say they live in God should live their lives as Jesus did. God does not only forgive us because of how much He loves us. He looks at the cross. He considers the crucifixion of Jesus because of our sinfulness. And then our unrighteousness was put on Him and His righteousness on us. When we look at 2 Corinthians 5:21, for God made Christ who never sinned to be offering for our sin, so that we could be made right with God through Christ. That is to say that as people who reflect Christ's life, we owe it to God to forgive those who offend us, whether they deserve it or not. Do not look at the cross only hoping to be forgiven by God and those whom you wrong, but think about the cross, hoping and put into action to forgive those who offend you. It is also very important to understand that you hurt people. Sometimes you don't realize you hurt someone, so you don't even apologize about it. Other times it's because of your opinion of what's wrong and what's right that makes you withdraw from being apologetic. Now, this applies to everyone. At some point, we have offended people. So when we are expecting an apology, Know someone else expects the same from you and you never did so for some reasons. When you choose to let go of those who have offended you, do it hoping that those whom you offend also forgives you. Thank you for watching and catch you on my next upload.